Hello everyone, today I'm back again with another video. Today I'll be talking about the recent layoffs and how people are losing their jobs. Um, I was associated with some of the top-notch companies, and I've also worked for some of the very good startups. I feel there are the couple of reasons why the layoffs happen. So the number one reason is that the mass hirings. I feel that the organizations, especially the startups, they want to show that they are now the 100 plus company, they're now the 500 plus company, and that is the reason why they actually do the irrelevant hirings when they don't even need so much of workforce to be associated in their organization. That is one of the reasons. And the second reason is because most of the startups are actually being acquired by the giant companies, and because of which the layoffs happen. Obviously the acquisitions come with unemployment. I mean, usually the big organizations kind of acquire the small startups, and then they kind of let go the people who are working with the startup. So apart from that, there are other reasons as well. But my suggestion to all of you is that never plan your retirement with your current organization. So in case if you're working with your current organization for a period of like 5 years, 7 years, or even 3 years, now you feel that everything is just so perfect here. We have the benefits. We are given all the benefits that that are needed, that are mandatory, and even the work culture is just so amazing. So I'm going to plan my retirement here. You have planned your future with your organization, but trust me, the organization has not planned your future with them. They have something else on mind. So never plan your retirement with the organization. So in case if you are working in an organization and you see that there is no promotion, there's no lateral movement happening, then it's time for you to move out. Right? So don't stick to your organization, don't fall in love with your organization. It's not required. We all work for money. Understand this. All we need, the basic necessity to survive is money. If we are getting paid on time, if we are getting what we deserve, then that's what matters. We don't care about how the organization is doing and what are you going to be expecting when the organization grows. You have no idea how things may just take a U-turn. So it's always better work for money, stick to your job, give your 200%, but don't get stressed out because of your work. Now the number two, as they say, you have to feel the calmness before the storm, right? So before the storm comes, always this silence. It means there's something big happening. The layoffs, and one is the layoff, and of course, getting fired from the job. This is all planned. If you're not being assigned with some of the tasks and you don't have any work, on a daily basis you go to work or you log in remotely and then you just sit and relax, you do nothing, it means there's something big happening at the background. The planning is happening. So one fine day you just wake up and you realize that you got laid off. So if you feel that you're not being given any task, there is no recognition, there is nothing happening when it comes to work, it means you need to be prepared. This is the time for you to actually buckle up. Come on, you have to get up and then talk to your manager, see what's happening, why things are just so silent, and there's nothing given to you. So I'm sure there's a news coming to you very soon. Be prepared. Okay. Now, apart from that, the next challenge that I want to talk about is about the job seekers giving interviews multiple times, getting rejected. Now, the rejections are actually not because their technical knowledge or their skills. I feel the rejections are because of the cultural fitment. Okay, now you see everywhere on LinkedIn, even in the job market, you always have this typical round where the hiring managers say, okay, the first round is going to be this, the second round is going to be the assessment, and the third round is going to be this, and the fourth round is your cultural fitment round. So that's the problem. Okay. In the cultural fitment, there are a lot of parameters that are used to gauge a candidate. Now, you have to be prepared for the cultural fitment round, okay? Because there are very high chances that you will be rejected in that round because you have not gone thoroughly about the company, about the background, the website. You have to go on their website and just do a little bit of research, the turnover, the revenue, who are their clients, and what exactly do they do. So and you can just go and check out their pictures on Google and on LinkedIn to see who are the people, how old are they, or how young are the people working out for the organization. It is very much important for you to understand the culture of the company. So during this round, there are certain questions, tricky questions asked. How will you handle this situation? For example, you are in a party, how will you actually start a conversation? How will you talk to a stranger when it comes to telling a stranger about something nobody knows about you, a secret about you? So these are some of the things that you'll be talking the cultural fitment round. They have their own parameters, they have their own way of actually measuring these parameters. But then understand, you may be thinking that work is chilled, there's nothing wrong in it, and I can just talk whatever the truth is. But sometimes it may go against you. There are very high chances you will get rejected. So in a recent interview that happened with me, it's my personal experience. So obviously my company wasn't really doing very great, so I had to plan a passive income. So I thought I will give interviews and to see if I can just get hired somewhere where I can start my source of income again. So during my interviews I kind of cleared all the rounds, but in the final round I got rejected. And and I'm not ashamed to actually share this incident with you all, because this could be a lesson for you all. So during this interview, of course, they asked me a lot of different questions. Some questions were really stupid to even answer, and for example, why do you use this tool? You have a performance management system. We are giving you this tool to actually do an assessment for all the employees. So when I answered this, they said, why do you need this tool? Why do you want to use this tool? Why can't you just assess without using the tool? So that was very stupid of them to ask, and that's where I lost it, because they were not convinced. Now the second reason for the rejection is because they said I am overqualified and I'm overexperienced. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my experience. I'm proud of my knowledge. I'm really proud of what I bring on the table for any company, right? So I still got rejected. I got rejected because they said no, she's overqualified, right? So if I'm overqualified, why in the first place did you even push me to so many rounds and got me to the final selection round? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, cultural fitment. So according to them, the final round was the cultural fitment. They felt that I'm overqualified, and there are a lot of youngsters in their organization, like just the pass outs from the engineering colleges, and they felt that will I be really able to handle that kind of a crowd in the organization. So they were looking for a very young, young HR. So the reason why I shared this with you is because you just have to be prepared. The questions might just come up in a way that you're not even prepared. Now, in my next video, I will be talking on how important the CV is. What are the kind of terms or the vocabulary that you need to use in your CV, because these days everybody uses ATS meaning the application tracking system. So technically the HRs or the talent acquisition team is not really sitting out there and checking all the CVs. They might be receiving probably hundreds and thousands. So they don't have time to check each and every CV, so they just put it on the system, and the system kind of runs through all the CVs and then picks up all the keywords and then shortlist. So it is important that we have to work on the CV to make it as per the market standard. And apart from that, I will also be talking on a lot of other things regarding the employment opportunities and some of the startup ideas and much more. So subscribe to my channel and you will see more of it coming. Thank you.